Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we are checking out the Veeniix V11AIR. It is, I have to say, a very cool looking GPS drone with a different color scheme than most other drones, with orange floppy props in the front, which will help in visual orientation, with blue color props in the rear that also just happens to match the color of the canopy. Now the rest of the drone color is your basic dark gray color for the body and the arms. And the arms are nice and smooth and rounded. Now we got the brushless motors with the landing legs in the front and the landing gear doubling as the status LED lights for the rear with little rubber pads on the ends. We got the cool sunglasses looking like cover in the front, and below it is the 3-axis mechanical gimbal with a 6K camera with a 75-degree field of view that'll shoot 4K videos at 30 frames per second and 6K still images. And it is supposed to have a lossless 5x zoom and record them to the DVR located on the side that supports 16 gigabytes up to a 128 gigabyte micro SD card. We have the optical flow sensor camera for indoor horizontal stabilization when GPS position is not available, and the TOF sensors, or the time of flight sensors, that measures the distance to an object by calculating the time it takes for a light signal to travel from the sensor and back to the sensor for vertical distance. And with GPS positioning, the optical flow sensor and the TOF sensors, they are boasting it with the term triple navigation precision. Now the battery bay is in the rear, and the battery is a 7.7 volt, 3200 milliamp hour Lipo battery with 35 minutes of flight time. Short press to check the battery level, and a short followed by a long press to power it on and power it off. And that is how you will be powering on the drone and powering off the drone as well. Charge it up via the USB-C port. It supports PD fast charging for a 2.5 hour charge time. Line it up, push it in, and it will click into place with a little bit of force. Now the fit and finish is top notch and looks to be a very promising camera drone. It weighs in at 357 grams, so it will need to be registered. Now the remote controller looks to be a bit over the top with shiny plastic frontal cover, which seems to scratch easily, which I am not a fan of. Now I would have preferred the same textured plastic like the rest of the controller and have a real glass to cover the display so it'll look brand new even with a lot of uses. So we have the pull up antenna phone holder with data connection cable for the phone tucked away inside. So this is a 10,000 feet or 3,048 meter capable video transmission and control distance capable drone, and the industry standard for this type of connection with a built-in repeater. So we got the silicone rubber with grooves to hold the phone in place without pressing on the buttons. We got the photo button, we got the video button with a short press, and with a long press while powering up the remote controller, it can be switched to mode 1, which is throttle on the right stick instead of default left stick throttle, which is the mode 2. So don't freak out if somehow the mode gets switched. You can easily change it back with the same procedure. We have the camera tilt dial on the right shoulder, one key to take off and land button with the long press, and the cruise control feature with the short press at the same time with an input of the pitch stick. We got the return to home button, the speed button. Speeds 1 and 2 can be had with speeds of 6 meters per second and 8 meters per second. They are calling it the stable mode and the sport mode, respectively. We have the power button, a short followed by a long press to power on, and a long press to power it off. A short press to check the battery level. We have the physical compass calibration button with the short press, and with the long press, switches from the GPS mode and the attitude mode. Now the gimbals are nice and smooth with removable plastic gimbal sticks with metal screws. And on the bottom is the storage for the gimbal sticks. Charge up the built-in 3.7 volt 3600 milliamp hour battery via the USB-C port. It is said to have a 4-hour running time with a charge time of 3.5 hours. So both sticks to the bottom and in arms and disarms the motors of the quadcopter, and throttle down disarms the motors as well. And both sticks to the bottom and to the right calibrates the gyros of the quadcopter. Alright guys, so to get started, power on the remote controller. Short followed by a long press. Now it's going to say connecting, and it's going to beep continuously. That is completely normal. Next, what you want to do is power up the quadcopter, short followed by a long press here as well. The ESCs will sing their song. Now, it takes a little while to connect because of the repeater. Now, notice the yellow blinking color of the LED lights. Next, what you want to do is open up the Veeniix mini app. And that is how it looks like. Now, it will connect momentarily. And here we go. We just connected. We got video transmission. And the LED lights have turned solid red at this time. Now, we are in GPS mode. And that red LED lights mean that you are not able to arm the motor. So don't freak out. That is completely normal. We will need the LED lights to be green. As a matter of fact, it tells you that you can't start the motors yet. Now, while it is acquiring the necessary GPS satellites, as you can see, we need to acquire all the necessary GPS satellites. That needs to turn green as well. You can toggle between GPS mode and the attitude mode via the compass calibration button. So long press the compass calibration button.
Attitude mode.
Notice that the green lights appeared in attitude mode. Now green means that you can arm the motors. Red means that you cannot in either of the modes. So now we are in attitude mode and we are able to take off. So both sticks to the bottom and in. To arm the motors, do that again to disarm the motors. Arm the motors and throttle down will disarm the motors. Now you can fly indoors with the help of the optical flow sensor and the TOF sensor. Now once it has acquired all of the necessary GPS satellites, it will long beep and the LED lights will turn solid green like how it is right now. And it will automatically switch to the GPS mode, whether or not you are in attitude mode. And you cannot switch back to the attitude mode any longer. And at that time, you can go ahead and arm the motors in the GPS mode. But you will also need to calibrate the compass. So let's go ahead and perform the steps of the compass calibration.
GPS mode.
Oh, look at that. It is in GPS mode. Check that out. The lights just turned solid green and they're a little bit darker solid green. So now we are for true in GPS mode and it's like we are outdoors. I'm inside the garage. I am surprised that I got GPS. All right, so now let's go ahead and do the compass calibration. You will hit this compass calibration button and the app will tell you to rotate the quadcopter horizontally and the lights will be blinking. So rotate it horizontally until a beep is heard, and then go to step number 2, which is vertical calibration. So rotate it vertically. Okay. Step 2 completed. Now step 3, gyro calibration. You can either hit that calibration bar in the phone app or both sticks to the bottom and to the right. I'll do the both sticks to the bottom and to the right. The lights will blink. Vertical calibration is okay. Now we are fully calibrated. We have completed the compass calibration and the gyro calibration. And now you can arm the motors and fly in the GPS mode. We are in GPS mode. Just like that. So let me go ahead and show you long pressing this. We are not able to go back to the attitude mode any longer. It will take you into the GPS mode and it will stay there from here on out. All right. So that'll do it for this video. Stay tuned for the flight test video coming soon. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.